Rick, Charlotte, North Carolina, we had a man who climbed up a tower that had power lines on it, up 85 foot. The lines were energized, and it took them almost 4 hours to get him down. And in the process, they had to kill power to about 20,000 people. Now, we have a package on it from Channel 6 in the Charlotte area.
Yeah, Morgan, that's exactly right. They told me earlier this afternoon that in the midst of their tense negotiation to try and get this man down from the tower, there was a crowd of people forming on the ground and on social media making light of the situation.
No pun intended. Greg?
CMPD says this man, 85 feet in the air, is lucky to be alive.
That tower was energized with 6 lines, each carrying about 115,000 volts. I don't know what your faith is, but I think God was watching over him today.
Police say the man appeared to be in an advanced state of substance or alcohol abuse.
You think?
As they worked to get him back down, Duke Energy de-energized the tower, causing up to 20,000 customers to partially or fully lose power.
Hey, thanks.
This is about saving a life, so I know some people were upset about their power being cut off.
Greg?
But truly, this is about trying to protect an individual and keep them from dying.
Negotiations on the ground were made even harder by individuals who weren't even involved.
Bubba.
Police say people were
course.
joking on social media, going so far as to place bets on whether the man would fall. One even flew a drone close to the man in danger.
That makes me sick.
Rick, what
This is about trying to save a life. And when people look at it as purely entertainment, that's a sad state of affairs for our society.
From CMPD, a plea for people to let those in law enforcement do their jobs and to show a little more compassion.
Look how high he is. He went on up
Well,
there.
I mean, a little more compassion. I mean,
That was courtesy of Fox 46.
Bubba, give us your theory on the gene pool.
Well, look, I understand what the officer was saying,
yeah.
but if it had been that this guy couldn't avoid being up there is one thing. Now, him being a clown and climbing up there. Now, here's the thing, too. We don't know how many people's lives were endangered by them cutting the power off.
Yeah.
In that 20,000 people, how many people were on some kind of ventilation system or an oxygen or something? You don't know.
He went on up it.
He did.
Yeah,
Shirtless.
I wish I could have heard what he was
Rick.
saying. He was screaming.
When he
Did you hear
said
him? See him?
people were getting involved, I kind of in my mind thought there's a group of people that started chanting "jump."
Yeah.
You know how they always will do
What
that.
about the drone comes zipping up at him?
Yeah, I've seen things where people were telling people to jump. If people are just standing there and they're taking wagers on whether he falls or not,
Right.
that's not as bad as the. I mean, you go to New York and so they're screaming
Oh, yeah.
jump.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a wasn't that bad.
They'll be chanting.
Yeah.
a big
they're
mob
good at
of
it.
them.
Right.
They're real good at it.
And how about this? The people that betted that he would fall, they lost.
They did.
And see,
How about that?
This guy. This is self-inflicted,
Right. Yeah.
It ain't like it's a black bear. We've had those.
Yeah, oh,
right.
yeah.
Didn't nobody hold him down and force drugs down his system and
Guys,
anything
look
like
at-
that?
We didn't.
Look at where he's
we
at.
didn't see how they got him down. Did he climb
Yes.
down, or did they have
Well,
to?
he's really, really up there.
They had to help him.
in
down.
the story, it says once the man climbed down the tower safely, he was transported to an area hospital for medical and mental treatment.
Evaluation, yeah.
I hope
don't-
for a long time.
I don't know. There is something from a spiritual standpoint to this thing about taking your clothes off, but why
Exactly.
why do they always have to be shirtless? I mean,
It's probably a pretty cool day in Charlotte.
I bet
too.
it was
I
real
mean,
cold. Let's so tell me the level of danger this guy was in, not from the fall, but from the actual electricity.
That's a transmission line.
Yeah, very,
He said
very high.
115,000.
How did he not?
Well, he
get
didn't get
electrocuted?
out there in it.
Well,
Okay.
the
So he
tower.
said he stays on the tower.
Yeah, the tower
Okay.
itself is not energized. I mean, there's insulators
Because
that are
there's big
holding up
spacing on the
lines. Yeah.
transmission.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a distribution, it's tighter.
There they go.
Yeah.
If
that's
he,
when-
uh,
that's when the
I
old
know.
black bear gets up there, and all of a sudden you see a big arc, poof, and here he comes
Yeah.
flipping out of it.
As a matter of fact, if he'd have just grabbed one and dangled in the air, it probably wouldn't have electrocuted him. But if he'd hit two of them, it'd have been
Yeah,
bad.
see those
Bad news.
insulators sticking down.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
know,
energy.
birds can sit on it. If you're not grounded, even the people who work on them, they jump on them with
They
those
get
suits.
phased with it.
Right.
Yeah. But I wouldn't want to be that guy.
No.
I mean, I know the theory, but I don't want to get on there. You know?
Yeah, you really
It's just
disrupted a
pay
lot
me
of
a
people's
lot.
lives there.
Greg, can you go up to the TV and kind of tell us what everything is in this diagram here? If you want to do that for us.
Well, you go here
Just
on
don't
the back
touch the
one
TV.
back there.
I heard you used to work for a power company.
Yeah, but now transmission is not my forte, but I know a little bit about
All
it.
right.
All right,
So
all right,
what-
Rick, turn wireless up. Let's see.
Okay. All right.
Let's have Greg go to the board and try this out.
We need
If he had a pointer.
Well, to get started, right here is a jackass.
Okay, that's him.
These are insulators here, and then there's connected on the end. Those wires are energized, and it's 115 line. That's a lot of power.
Now, Greg, you say 100. It's 115 kilovolt,
Yeah.
1,000 volts. Yeah.
Hey, you stirring that woman up
You
again.
got
Enough
them.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness
See,
gracious.
you stacked it up.
Wow.
Insulators. And now, if he'd got out here and shimmied down, he'd have been a mist.
He would have been a miss.